Welcome back, everybody. We're still rightly dividing the word, and we're coming closer and closer to finally finishing the rules, but we're not there yet. So we have the all rule and the if rule. So once again, you should use the rules below in your mind only for the purpose of understanding. Always look up words and learn their meanings. If you don't know what they mean, you can even look up synonyms, but only for comprehension. Never paraphrase, add to, or take away from Scripture. When memorizing Scriptures, you should memorize the word as is written. Once again, disclaimer, make sure you remember this. This is all about comprehension. This isn't about if you're doing spiritual warfare. If you're doing spiritual warfare, you speak the word as it is written. Okay, now let's get into the all rule. Whenever you see the word all in Scripture, you must remember that all means all, not some. This small three-letter word encompasses everything. All means all. Okay, so let's go to King James Authorized Version, 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. According as his divine power hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness through the knowledge of him that hath called us to glory and virtue. Now, this is divided. According as his divine power hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life. All things that pertain unto godliness. All things, well, through the knowledge of him that had called us to glory. And through the knowledge of him that has called us to virtue. Yeah, I could have sworn that I was going to divide that more, but I guess I was true to my threat and I didn't do it all. But that's a good thing. So you can see here that as you begin to use these rules, you can use them right there in your head. You don't have to change the Scripture. You don't have to move anything around. You just get it. Okay, so let's do the if rule. Whenever you see the word if in Scripture, it implies a condition. Meet these conditions and you will receive this or that, usually a positive outcome. Fail to meet these conditions and you receive this or that, usually a negative outcome. Sometimes the outcome is neutral, neither good nor bad. This small two-letter word is the second biggest word in the Bible. Now, let's go over positive or negative outcomes. I really hate when people talk about positive and negative, but in this case, it does fit. So we got Genesis chapter 4, verse 7. If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted. Positive outcome. And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. Negative outcome. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Now, Genesis 18:26. And the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. Positive outcome. He said if, but he didn't. Now, let's go over a neutral outcome. Genesis 13:16, and I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered. Neutral outcome. Positive, but neutral. Genesis 13:9. This says neutral conditional outcome. Is not the whole land before thee? Separate thyself, I pray thee. Oh, please, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right. Or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left. Neutral conditional outcome. So you want to keep these rules in mind. It will give you a clearer understanding. You got to remember, you can't read the Bible like you're doing a regular book. You have to remember that as you read these scriptures, there will be an outcome concerning you. There will be an outcome in your life. So you really want to get out of the habit of just going through scripture like you're reading a book about sculpture or scuba diving. Okay, scuba diving will still be there. Sculpture will still be there. They will have no real impact on your life unless you go scuba diving or unless you do sculpture. But when it comes to the word, it will have massive impact upon your life. So it's incredibly important that you use and apply these rules, and you remember you're not just reading words. It is the word of life. Your life.